What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Mills back here with you for another match in New Heights Wrestling. And tonight we have a very, very special match here tonight. Not just because it's a tag team match. We do quite a few tag team matches here at NHW, but we are blessed to have a couple of legends of the wrestling business joining us tonight in tag team action. And of course, we're talking about Frankie Lancaster and the one and only, the WWE Hall of Famer, Bullet Bob Armstrong. And they're going to be taking on the team of the Assassins. But I'll tell you what, the Assassins have been around just as long, and just because they're covered up in those masks and almost those full-body black suits means you can't quite tell the whole age that they have going on back there. But make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, all four of these men have been inside the squared circle for years. I would gather combined between these four men, we're talking somewhere well in excess of over 100 years, maybe even close to 150 years of wrestling experience. I know Bob has been wrestling now for over 50, so it is incredible. As you look at him, the physical shape that he continues to keep himself in, and as you see, Lancaster's the same way. Both of these men, despite their age, is still in fantastic condition, and they can still get it on inside the squared circle. So this should be a whole lot of fun. It's always great to see the Hall of Famers that still have it, and it's not every day that you get to see a WWE Hall of Famer making its rounds to the indie circuit, but that's exactly what we have for you in store here tonight in tag team form with the legend, the Bullet, Bob Armstrong. Test of strength here from one of the Assassins, and looks like he's going to wheel Bob Armstrong down to his knees. And tell you what, Bob definitely at a size disadvantage here. Not sure if this would be to the best interest of him to try to do this, but it looks like he's trying to make a comeback and fight his way out of this. So gonna be really tough to do that. But hey, going to stomp the hands there, and the Assassin moved out of the way, and then hey, hard right hands, and the Assassin gonna back up there and kind of reassess the situation as both men kind of walking around and gonna take their time here. Collar to elbow tie up in the middle of the ring. And there you see, there is a blatant closed fist right hand right in front of the referee, and now changed into a side headlock. Bob reverses and throws a right hand of his own. So there's an open hand chop. Assassin back to the turnbuckle. Bob twisting the arm there and going to ask for a tag, and here comes Frankie Lancaster. And you see the boot right to the midsection. He takes over, continues to twist the arm. Both men twist the arm now and reverse it, and a double chop, and down goes the Assassin. We got a quick cover here, a 1 and a 2 by referee Daniel Johnson, and Frankie Lancaster gets a near fall. Assassin kind of taking his time here. Gonna make a tag in to Assassin number 2. Both men kind of sizing each other up. They're gonna do a collar and elbow tie up. And once again, even though Lancaster's still in absolutely fantastic shape, still at a size disadvantage. The size of these Assassins are such an advantage, and you see there is the running shoulder tackle. The Assassin number 2 just blows through the still in really good shape Frankie Lancaster. And so he's taking a knee and a breather, kind of rethinking his strategy. Maybe not going to go for so much brute strength here. Lancaster known more as a ring technician. And so maybe if he can get the big man off of his feet here, that would be a little bit more advantage for his team. Going to try the collar and elbow once again. So this is going to be more going for strength here. And the Assassin has him now. Now Lancaster is able to shoot him off. And you see Dandy Jack over there at ringside. You can never count him out. Dandy Jack, one of the dirtiest managers still in the game today. And he distracts Bullet Bob on the outside as his Assassins team right now. Doing a pretty good job on these legends. Of course, the Assassins are legends in their own right, as I mentioned earlier. They've been at this a long time, too. But now you see the chokehold in the corner. The referee gets all the way to 4. If he gets all the way to 5, ladies and gentlemen, that is an automatic disqualification. They do have a 5 count to break the illegal hold, but he let him go at 4. So not able to be disqualified, but still really dirty. And Lancaster comes out a little bit more angry this time. And boy, you saw a straight right hand there as he had him in a side headlock. And now a poke to the eyes. And hey, he's had enough. He had the chokehold on him, and Lancaster looks like he's snapped here, ladies and gentlemen. Hard right hand, now a snapmare takeover. And a knee right to the top of the spine there. Man, that's right in the thoracic part of the spine. And now Lancaster got him in a nice submission here. And Assassin number 2, been in the ring for quite a while, could probably use a tag to get over there and get the fresh partner in. As you see the Assassin number 2 looking for something, trying to reach to the back of the head. But old Lancaster don't have any hair to hold on to. Nothing to grab a hold of. So I don't know what he thinks he's going to try to do to try to take him over. But he's trying to get to the ropes to break the hold, and he finally does. And Lancaster lets him go immediately. So no dirty tactics done by him. He got his hard right hand, the closed fist, and the poke to the eye. And I guess that may have been his limit as far as the dirty tricks on the outside go. Speaking of going to the outside, Lancaster now going outside of the ropes on the apron, taunting the Assassins here as they're going over strategy. And so rolling back in, and looks like we're getting ready to go one more time. Lancaster, the Assassin number 2, circling the wagons here. Going to do maybe another collar to elbow. That's what they've done almost every time for the break, and they do this time. And it's Lancaster with the advantage with the headlock. Shoot him off into the ropes. He hops over. And look, he's waiting right there. He didn't go hit the ropes. And so now some mind games as the good guys maybe getting in the head of the bad guys here. And Dandy Jack pulling his guy off to the side, getting him around. And now look at this. He's putting Dandy Jack in front of him, and Jack is threatening him with the cane if he comes over to that side. So a little bit of a cowardly move by Assassin number 2. But hey, Bob Armstrong coming in the ring said, hey, watch what you're doing over here. I know what you guys are up to, and I'm not going to let you get away with it. So Bob retreats back to the outside. And now the 2 men tie up again, and the Assassin able to take Lancaster back into the turnbuckle. Got some hard forearms right to the midsection, and going in hard with a bear hug. And boy, he puts full force into that bear hug, picking Lancaster up off the ground. You see the hands are firmly clasped together. A lot of pressure on now the lumbar region of the spine. So the knees earlier, and now you see the lower lumbar being attacked now by the Assassins here. Great job of this submission hold. And Lancaster nowhere to go. He's not anywhere near the ropes. This could spell some trouble. Well, it looks like the Assassin's going to back him up in there, and a tag comes in. So the other Assassin comes in now. I think this is Assassin number 1. It's really hard to tell them apart since they don't have any sort of markings whatsoever to make their gear any different at all. But I think we're back here on Assassin number 1, and he takes the bear hug over. And I tell you what, Lancaster's in some trouble here. Really needs to get a tag in to Bullet Bob, just to be a fresh man here. As referee's doing the mandatory 3 drops of the arm. The first 2 were down, but hey, Lancaster's holding strong for now. And looks like he's going to dig. He looked like he's digging in the eyes there. Yeah, the referee's trying to break it up, but hey, Lancaster had nowhere to go. I'm not justifying the dirty action, but at this point, I mean, you're fighting for survival. You got to do what you got to do to be able to continue. And so in order to keep from tapping out to the bear hug, Lancaster breaks the eyes and now tries to go down low. Looks like he may have gotten a shot in on the knee, and he's pushing the Assassin back, but he pushes him into his own corner, and now the tag has been made. Assassin number 2 comes back in and puts a double axe handle right into the back. And now choking him as he puts leverage up on that top rope. And we're going to get a quick cover, a 1 and a 2, but Lancaster's able to put his foot on the rope, and that is, I'll tell you what, veteran strategy there. Not using the energy to kick out. When you're that close to the ropes, you can just lay your foot on top. Doesn't take much energy to do that, so you save up a little bit, and you're able to use that later on in the match. That is the mark of a true veteran of the squared circle. Great job by saving that. And I'll tell you what, this reverse chin lock looks like he may have him here, and no, he's still moving. Referee was checking on him. He's not down and out yet, but I tell you what, he is really down and out. He needs to get Bob Armstrong back in here if his team wants to have a chance. Lancaster trying to fight his way up with a scoop and a slam by Assassins. And now the Assassin going up to the middle rope. And that is a very large man to be flying across the ring. Goes for the elbow drop at Lancaster, moves out of the way, and this is the opportunity that he's been waiting for. Attempts to tag the Bullet back in this thing. He goes to the wrong ropes first, but the wrong corner first, but now the tag comes in, and Bob comes in ready to go. He's been on the outside for quite a few minutes now, and he's taken on both men. Hard chops to the chest. Lancaster comes in. It's turned into almost a tornado-style tag match now. My goodness, the Assassins back in control, looking to do a meeting of the minds, but it turns on them. Both the Assassins hit each other, and there's going to be double pins. And just like that, Bob Armstrong and Frankie Lancaster defeat the Assassins.
Come on, Bob! Come on!
Man, I tell you what, those guys use some great strategy, and it's all about timing. It just takes an instant. When you got veterans in the ring like that, they can turn the situation around very, very quickly, and that's exactly what Lancaster and Bullet Bob Armstrong were able to do there. And reversed them around and made the Assassins run at each other. Both men clearly dazed and a little bit dizzy, and I tell you what, the roll-ups and the schoolboy roll up there, beautiful job. A 1, 2, 3, and the Assassins go down as Bullet Bob and Lancaster are celebrating. And what is this? The Assassins have thrown Dandy Jack into the ring. Jack actually spent most of his time clear of all of the action tonight. He didn't do anything exceptionally dirty, and I'll tell you what, that may be what the Assassins are kind of upset over. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Armstrong is spanking Dandy Jack in the middle of the ring, and the crowd goes crazy for that, and Jack not too thrilled, I'm sure, with his Assassins whatsoever, as he has a sore rear end right now. And he looks disgusted at the taunting of the fans. Oh man, they are loving it here at New Heights Wrestling as Bob and Lancaster. Oh man, having a good time, pointing and laughing at their deeds, man. What a great job by these two guys, entertaining the fans and putting on a heck of a match and picking up the victory at the same time over the Assassins. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for tuning in for another match here of New Heights Wrestling. I want to remind you, go to NHWPRO.com for everything New Heights, and we will see you again very, very soon.